Temperatures today are only going to top out in the lower 70s. A big trough that's digging into the central part of the country. You know, Kelly, one thing when we talk about these hurricanes, get you some water, some coffee. Your timeline takes you through the rest of the day. It's a Category 1 with winds right around 90 miles per hour. So it was a Category 2 yesterday. The good news in all of this, we could be looking at a Category 3, 4, or 5, and that would be devastating to some of those eastern seaboard cities. That is the good news, that it's not going to be that strong. Now, the weekend outlook here at home does call for dry weather, but we're also talking about Irene along the East Coast making landfall near Cape Hatteras, moving up towards Virginia Beach and D.C. today. Tomorrow, Baltimore, Philly, and New York, along with Long Island and clipping parts of Massachusetts. Comfortable this morning here at home, back into the 60s for many of us. Here in the city, we're actually at 71 degrees. We have a clear sky overhead, dew point at 67, and our winds out of the west-northwest at 5. Looking at things from space, you can see the big story, this big spinning cyclone, that Hurricane Irene, still with maximum sustained winds of 90 miles per hour, and some of those outer bands starting to push into Washington, D.C. right now. Here's our cold front. It's going to move through later this afternoon, not really affecting us at all. The winds will shift around it. We'll see a few clouds, and that's about it. Otherwise, we're looking at dry conditions today and even for tomorrow. Now, once this cold front does come through, we will change our 90s for highs today for 80s tomorrow. So we'll be a little cooler tomorrow, but again, still very comfortable. Low humidity is what we're looking at. And of course, I know that puts a smile on your face. High pressure slides in for tomorrow and Monday. And here comes another cold front that will actually move through on Wednesday. And that's when we'll see a better chance for showers and thunderstorms. So for today, again, dry weather, 92 for your highs. So it's going to be a very warm day. Perfect pool day if you're still trying to squeeze in some of those. Tonight, 65 for your low, clear skies overhead, and again, not too bad. Over the next 7 days here at home, we couldn't ask for any more perfect weather. Very quiet, even cooler, 83 on Monday, Kelly. So it'll be very nice as we get towards the next couple of days. Not too bad. Chance of rain for Wednesday morning.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Slaughter.
May 27th, 1896 started out as any other normal day in St. Louis.
But this was no normal day. By that evening, 400 people were killed and 1,200 injured in one of the most devastating natural disasters St. Louis has known.
It started shortly after 4 p.m. The sky became dark. There was a thunderstorm. The winds picked up. It hit the southwest part of the city first, tore through Tower Grove, many of the trees. It hit the Compton Heights area very badly, damaging 300 beautiful mansions.
It was a powerful tornado. Janice Meyer's great-grandfather lived through it.
He had a sausage shop on South Broadway, and his shop was not completely damaged, but it was still standing.
But many shops, buildings, and homes were not. The tornado even traveled over the Mississippi River, damaging the Eads Bridge. And a train was going across the bridge at the time. Since outdoor warning systems were not introduced until the 1950s, this tornado caught many off guard. The estimated wind speeds were only thought to have been 80 to 90 miles per hour, which would have been a weak tornado. But now experts believe, looking at the damage, wind speeds of up to 200 miles per hour seem more likely. And in 1896, there was little knowledge on tornadoes and their destructive power.
And now, nearly 114 years later, local television systems are set up and local warning systems are in place to help keep you out of harm's way.
The people that lived in St. Louis thought that the buildings in the city would serve as a barrier against the wind. But were they ever wrong?